Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today's video is kind of long awaited. I knew it was going to happen, I just didn't know how I was going to do it. So now I'm kind of at that point where I figured it out. I'm going to be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Volt collection and the palettes, and I'm going to do it in sections. So there's 4 palettes included. I believe it was $49 for the set, and I'm going to be reviewing each palette separately. So just a disclaimer, I've been watching the reviews and I understand that not all the palettes are consistent. So even if I like the formula in the palettes that I have, or if I don't, it doesn't necessarily mean that your palette is not going to be good or that it's going to be the same across the board. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now it took about, I want to say, a week to deliver it here in Hawaii. I ordered 2 palettes, and the reason why is because I ordered 1 palette for myself and the other palette I'm going to do a giveaway later this year. You can see it comes sealed up. There's some bubble wrap on it, and I got 2 of them. So one is going to be for the giveaway. I hope that's not like a really junk one and I'm giving away something that's junk, or I hope it's not the really good one and I'm going to be reviewing whatever. You know, I've always loved Jaclyn. Jaclyn and Carly are like the first two YouTubers I've ever watched their videos and like religiously got into their videos, watching every single episode or every single post that they did, and they're the motivation as to why I even started my YouTube. Back then I didn't even know that people were making money off of YouTube, but this was a long time ago, so I don't think it was like a big said thing. I heard you could make money off of it, so, but I didn't actually understand the dynamics of how it works. I kind of see now because I've watched a lot of videos, and I don't have the amount of subscribers yet, and that's more because I don't post regularly. I'm just so busy. I know it's not, I mean, it's an excuse and it's not, because it's the truth, but I'm so busy. I mean, I have my 2 jobs, I have my 3 kids, my fiance, my dog, and you know, I'm going to school full-time. I'm still trying to, so I have my associates, I'm just trying to go for my bachelor's degree, and the timing is just not there for me to be consistent. So I'm trying something different now, and I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but I'm like recording. I have like 7 videos that are recorded. I'm gonna edit it when, you know, and I'm just gonna make sure that those videos are ready to post right away, so I can post I'm gonna try to do 3 videos a week, and from there hopefully it works out. So it comes in this white packaging with the little confetti detailing right here that says Morphe times Jaclyn Hill, and then it says dun, 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 dun. Alright, it's not that long. When developing the Jaclyn Hill palette, I created so many different eyeshadows in my search for the perfect palette. Narrowing down to 35 colors is nearly impossible for me. There were too many gorgeous shades to eliminate any of them. That's why I'm so excited to finally show you guys the other shades that were in the vault. Same beautiful formation and pigmentation, but all different colors. It's like my palette heavies. I hope you guys love this collection as much as I do. So back to my disclaimer. I'm kind of biased. Well, not biased. I feel like you either knew who Jaclyn was or you didn't know who Jaclyn was when you saw the reviews, and then, you know, and then you're gonna take it one of 2 ways if you knew who she was. Either you really liked her or you didn't like her at all. I know she's going through some BS right now because of like the palette, and I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's a business, and although she's turning from the YouTube, you know, beauty guru who everybody went to for tutorials, now it's kind of, she's transitioning as she's growing, and I'm like, I can't hate on her. You know, this is her hustle, this is how she makes her money. Not everybody's receiving it positively, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I can't hate on somebody who's making money however she's you know, looked at. So hopefully she can change this perception of her, that she's changed so much that she's just all about the money and pushing Morphe down everybody's throats, to, you know, going back to Jaclyn. But, you know, it's like, in her defense, this is the way she makes money. Like, just because she's out there, and this is a new type of, this really is a new type of occupation, to be, you know, a full-time YouTuber. So the public's not always going to take it well, but at the same time, that's like telling you, like, oh, you know, you're all about your job, and, you know, you go to work every day and you try your best, and now you have a new position in your job and you're making more money, but, you know, people are gonna hate on you. And I'm not saying that if you don't like her that you're wrong. I'm definitely not saying that, because I feel like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I don't really get offended if your opinion is different than mine, but, like, to be honest, I have nothing but support for that girl, and I hope she, you know, returns to that more lovable character in everybody's eyes, because for me, I'm just like, girl, you do you. But anyways, so this is gonna be another one of my no shit reviews. I don't lie about products. Okay, one, I don't get on the PR. I'm not on anybody's PR list, so I'm not biased as that. I mean, I paid for this myself, whether or not I paid for it or whether it was given to me, whether a friend of mine gave it to me or I bought it or a PR package gave it to me. I will always be honest. And yeah, if I ever get to that point where I get PR stuff sent before a product launches, yeah, I mean, it would suck if I can't get the products first, but I mean, I can pay for my own stuff. So it's not like I won't get it. And hopefully, if it ever turns to that point where, you know, companies don't respect the opinion and the critiquing of their palettes or the products, then I don't want to be, I mean, what do I have to lose? Like, I don't want to push things that I don't really like. Anyways, okay, so there are 4 palettes: Dark Magic, Armed and Gorgeous, Bling Boss, Ring the Alarm. I like the fact that they're color coordinated too. Like, this has a green, this has a yellow, purple, and then red. So I'm supposed to go meet up with my coworkers because one of them graduated from just the non-commissioned officer academy, and we're gonna go show some support. But okay, so Ring the Alarm is all the red shades. Bling Boss, purple. Okay, so I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm going in with the Dark Magic one. I know Jaclyn just did a review on it, but I'm trying to coordinate with what I'm wearing to the makeup on my face, so that's what it's gonna be. I love the fact that it all nicely fits in here. I don't know why anybody would have bought this separately. Like, it's so cute. I mean, I know why, but alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Okay, well, we know that I like bigger mirrors. This mirror is kind of small considering. I feel like it should have taken up, but that's my personal preference. I want a huge mirror. I want it like across the entire thing. I love the size of the eyeshadows. The pans are pretty big. This is the MAC eyeshadows, and then this is the size here. They look a little bit smaller, like just the dimension of it, than the MAC eyeshadows, but this is like $14, and if you just bought this palette by itself, it's supposed to be like $15, and there's 10 shades in there. Now, just looking at this right now, I mean, the shades are super pretty. So I'm gonna take Jaclyn's original palette, or the one from Morphe, not her favorites, but the one that she just recently came out with, and you're gonna go ahead and see side by side. Now, when I compare these, can I find colors that look like this? All right, to be honest, there's a few shades in here that look almost identical. So Dimension is gonna be one of them. It looks like, and I can't point, there's no names in it. So Dimension looks like this one here. Inside Job looks like this color right here. That's gonna be, so Dimension, Inside Job, Mojo, and Temptress. Mojo looks like, I mean, it's kind of in the middle of these two bottom brown shades. And then Temptress obviously looks like this black one down here. The rest of them are different. Review, like if you got this palette and it's like 34 something, 44, I don't remember how much it was. You definitely, I don't really think that you need to go and buy the palette. Now if you love Jaclyn and you want to support. So using my angled highlighter brush, I'm going to go in with the color Poof. And this is going to be my all over eye color. So, you know, just going and I'm getting product. There's not much fallout. I mean, there's a little bit, but so let's see. Okay, so in my palette, Poof is actually pretty pigmented. I'm okay with this formula. So now I'm going to go ahead and start my transition. I'm going to go in with the color Shh. And this is going to be one of the Dome's eyeshadow brushes from Wet n Wild. This is from their winter collection. So it's not as dense as some of the brushes that I do have. I'm going to go ahead and dip that into the product. You notice I dipped it about several times. But there's a pretty good amount of color on top of this brush. I'm going to go from the outer corner and just go ahead and apply that. And again on the other side. So a lot more fallout with this shade and using this type of brush. I'm going to go ahead and apply the color back in there just to build up the intensity. So just placing at the outer corner here and then bringing it in small circular motions and then windshield wiper motions. So now I'm going to go in with a more dense domed eyeshadow brush, and this is from Cosette. And I'm going to, now I'm going to start doing the greens because I feel like the transition's starting. So I'm going to go in with this, it's more of like an army green, and this is the color Potion. So it's a pretty good amount of product on the brush, and then I'm going to go and take this a little bit lower. I mean, so far with this palette for myself, I don't have anything to complain about. Okay, so I understand what she was saying when she's like, okay, get the first layer off, because you know how when I first applied or picked up product, there wasn't that much, but now there's a lot more. You can see that. And I guess if you scrape off the top layer, which was kind of a funny thing to say, but it was said. So yeah, definitely more. Oh my god. Okay, that was a little much. Go ahead and go in and try to blend this top part out. Because that was a lot more product. Wasn't expecting that. I mean, it kind of was, to be honest. I did say there was more color on it. So I'm going to go and make sure I bring it down to the inner corner here. So I'm going to take this Dome Crease brush from Sephora, and I'm going to go in with the color Inside Job. I'm going to dip that in. That was actually a lot of color. And I'm just going to take it even lower. Whoa, okay. Alright. So far, I mean, I don't have complaints about this. Let's see how blendable it is, because you can see it's already a lot darker, but let's see how this blends, which was another complaint that I was reading about or watching videos about. So I'm going to go back in with the Cosette Dome eyeshadow brush and use that to blend out. mean, so far for me, the blending is not a problem. It's coming out, it blended really nicely. So I'm going to go back in with the color and I'm going to go up here, just kind of make sure I bring it up a little higher. I'm going to take another domed eyeshadow brush, a clean one from Cosette, and I'm going to go in with the color. I'm going to go in with the a little bit of Mojo and mix it with Temptress because I want to bring out the depth of my outer corner. Okay, well, that was a lot of product actually. Good thing I didn't keep dipping it in. So I'm gonna go back in with the other one that has the green shade on it. Use that to kind of blend between the two lines here, where the brown and black are. I mean, I honestly am okay with this so far. There's quite a bit of fallout you can see right here. I'm gonna do 3/4 of a cut crease. So I'm gonna go and apply some concealer. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And I believe this is in the color Light. Y'all know I like my concealer brushes to apply and to cut the crease. But I think this is what it's called, the primer brush. But it's basically concealer. Depending on which brand you get, it might say concealer, it might say primer brush. So I'm gonna go in with this flat eyeshadow brush, and this is from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm going to go in with this silver shade right here called Power Out, and I'm gonna use that to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. Now this one's taking a lot more like effort to get the product on. I don't really like Power Cut. That one's kind of not as, it's definitely not as yeah, it's definitely not as pigmented as I'd like it. So that one's kind of a flop for my eyeshadow palette. So now I'm going to take, using the same brush but on the other side, I'm going to take, so I'm going to do a transition. I'm going to take Diversion and do it more in the inner corner right here of my eye, and then I'm going to take the color Trickery and do it from the middle and kind of blending out towards the end. So going into Diversion. Okay. Alright, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Maybe we should do it the other way. Alright, I think I'm going to go the other route. Well, okay, a little bit of Diversion. So it's not bad, it's just I expected more oomph from these glitter, the shimmer shadows. So I'm really having to build it up, which is totally fine. I just, for as pigmented as the other shades were, I wasn't expecting it to be that much harder to get product on. Alright, so making sure I blend it. And now I'm going to take the color, the green shimmer shade Trickery. Okay, yeah, that one's way better. And apply it on the outer corner here. So I'm going to apply a little bit more product, get that and build up the color a bit, which I do this with a lot of the palettes that I have, but I just want to make sure that the green is out there. Now I'm more of a glitter girl. I will get my MAC, my little glitter thing container, and put that bad boy all over my eyes, but for the sake of just using this palette, I'm gonna keep it true. So now I'm gonna go in with a thicker pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with the color, this blue color here, Busted, and I'm gonna get, see, like that's a pretty good amount of product, even to like break the initial layer. Whoa. Okay. Then I'm gonna apply more product and take it to my other eye. That was kind of a lot. So there is quite a bit of fallout. Taking that domed crease brush, I'm going to go back in with the color Mojo and take it from the outside here just to darken the ends. And this is turning out to be more of a smoky eye look than I thought I was going to do. But that's okay. We're using Jaclyn's palette and it's totally fine to be extra. I'm going to go back in with that Wet n Wild brush and kind of just blend these colors together. See, I'm not having issues blending, like, and I'm using a really light hand to blend this, and I'm actually, this palette for me, it's working out. Oh, there's quite a bit of fallout, so I'm actually going to go back in with more foundation and just use it to clean up, or actually concealer, just use it to clean up my eyes because it's quite a bit of fallout. Gonna take one of these. Just gonna take one of these base eyeshadow brushes, and this is from Real Techniques. I'm gonna go in with that shimmer color, the silver shimmer power cut. Just go ahead and apply that right under. And go ahead and apply it right under my eyebrows and my brow bone. Just kind of give it a little bit of a little pop of color under there. I was honestly gonna put Temptress down on my lower lash line, but it's pretty dark as it is, so I'm just gonna go in with my eyeliner. So I'm gonna finish my eyes off camera, and then I'm gonna come back in with the review. Alright, so I'm back. This is the completed look using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette from the new Vault collection. You know what, honestly, I used most of the I used every single eyeshadow in this palette. The only thing that I saw some issues with was, I understand what she means by, like, you kind of had to scrape off that top layer to get the pigmentation. It should work great. Yes, I agree. I understand what she's talking about. But for $15 a palette, I'm kind of like, Although the formula from her first palette that I bought from the collaboration with Morphe didn't have that issue. Something they can work on in the future. The shimmer shades were a little interesting to work with. Honestly, I didn't really have a problem with blending. Some of it was a little bit chalky, but it was blendable, and I just kind of switched my brushes around a bit just to kind of get the blending to actually happen. So I expected a lot worse. I mean, yes, it definitely could be a lot better, just considering the comparison to her first collaboration with Morphe on her own palette. If it was more like that, I feel like her audience, anybody who purchased the palettes, they would have been a lot more happy with what they got. So far, this one was okay for me, and you saw everything on camera, how it ended up happening. So This is my honest review. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you have not joined my ohana yet. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.